a curveball, a slider, a knuckleball, and a screwball. And he needs great control. There's a hopper to the left of the shortstop, Spike Owen, who makes a good play to take a hit away from Dykstra. So if you bunt, you have an extra glove out there in the defense. A roller to Buckner, and he'll do it himself. And he went with the fastball and missed with it. So Hernandez becomes the first base runner, and the batter will be Gary Carter. John McNamara, Darryl Strawberry. Got him on the outside corner. No runs, no hits, a man left. And at the end of half an inning, Mets nothing, and the Red Sox coming up.
The game that he lost, said, hey, we didn't get enough runs, but I had good rhythm and all those other good cliches.
No balls, one strike. First inning, no score. Another fastball, a comebacker. And Darling takes care of Boggs. So back-to-back fastballs to take care of the Major League's best hitter. And the batter will be Marty Barrett. Just a couple. And that's hit into left center, and there's nobody there. Barrett on his way to second base, and he's in there with a double. Santana trying to bird dog Barrett at second. And he lunged for one to Hernandez. He'll do it himself, and that way he keeps the play in front of him and eyeballs Barrett at third. Jim Rice. And he walked it. There he goes. And it is just outside. Ball four to load him up for Dwight Evans. Little ground ball down to Santana. He shovels to Backman, and the inning is over, and the Red Sox come up empty. No runs, one hit, 3 left, and the boy from Millbury is off the hook. Struck out 6 times. And he tries to pull a knuckleball down to Marty Barrett, who gets it.
You can see that young Strawberry just is not sure of that strike zone. I mean, it's not a case of a particular spot or a particular pitch.
Out there. There's a shot into the hole and through into left field for a base hit for Ray Knight. So Knight, a 1-out single to left. Two and one. Big chopper to Buckner. He goes down to Owen. Back to Buckner. Double play. 3-6-3. And the Mets are erased in the top of the second inning.
Up my head, and I feel like I get more power.
1-0 to Rich. Line drive inside first, down the line and in the corner. Strawberry playing the carom deep, and Geddes into second base, standing with a double. With a right-hand hitter up there, it's Backman's responsibility to bird dog a little bit at the runner. And Henderson strikes out. First strikeout for Ron Darling. Remember, he struck out 8 in game 1. And a busted bat, ground ball to the right side. Backman is on it to get him, and Gedman moves over to third. 2 out, a runner at third. And the batter is Wade Boggs. Boggs hit sharply back to the box in the first inning. 1-1 to Boggs. High fly ball into right center. Cruising over is Lenny Dykstra. And so the Red Sox leave another man in scoring position. And at the end of 2, no score. We'll be right back. Epper gave up a walk in the first inning, a single in the second inning. Ground ball wide of first to Buckner. He has to overhand and spot it to Nipper, who makes a good play. And lunging for the throw, he lost his cap, as you can see. Sign of a good play.
That was not a good throw, but
1-1 to Santana. Little check swing. He kind of pity patted the ball back to Nipper. 2 down. So Nipper retires 2, and the batter will be Lenny Dykstra. Ground ball to Buckner. He'll take it to the bag, and that's it. The Mets are out in order, and at the end of 2.5 innings, Nipper gets an ovation, no score. Already left 4 in 2 innings tonight. 2-1. Busted bat and a little looper to Santana. You could hear that handle crack. So that's that for Barrett. So Marty, who doubled in the first inning, breaks his bat and loops out to the shortstop. High pop fly. Boy, that's a twister, and it's up to Hernandez. So Buckner fouls out to Keith Hernandez. 2 down in the third. And Jim Rice coming up with the bases. 1-2 to Jim Rice. Half swing, strike 3. The Rice couldn't hold up. Darling, for the first time, retired the side in order, and at the end of 3, Mets nothing, Sox nothing. 3 straight. Shot up the middle. Deflected by the glove and the mound. Slowed out into center field, and Backman holding. So Wally opens up with a base hit, and the hitter will be Keith Hernandez. Backman going on a pitch out, and the ball is hit behind Owen, who goes back to get it and take care of Hernandez. But what a job of protecting the runner. He defeated the pitch out.
they put the play on.
Remember, Gary called out with that breaking ball. He might be looking for it now. Fastball. High drive into left field. Rice is looking up. She is gone. Home run, Carter. Now that's the art of hitting. He says to himself, the pitcher struck me out on a curve. Is he going to come back with the curve? And Nipper thinks he's probably looking curve. I'll give him a fastball.
Well, that could be. But I just wonder how much effect it had on not being sure of the throw.
So Gary Carter hits it out. Here's Strawberry. He goes the other way with that outside pitch, and this time it pays off. By the time Rice plays it off the wall, Darrell is to second base with a double. So he's learned. Remember, in the second inning, and line drive to center, base hit. Henderson is charging. Strawberry being waved. The throw cut off by Buckner. So Strawberry is in. It's 3-0 Mets, and Ray Knight holding at first base. 1 out, remember. Tom Seaver, but for a bad knee, would be pitching tonight. And there's a high fly ball into shallow right. Dewey Evans is there. And we have the second out of the inning. We told you that story, but to repeat, Al Nipper growing up near St. Louis. Dream. And now a somber Seaver in his 40s, standing on the sideline. Mookie hits a fly ball to right center. Plenty of time for Hendu, and he's there. And puts it away. But it's Gary Carter's inning. That fastball he hit into the screen gives the Mets 2. They add another, and they lead 3-0. He's shifting on the pitch. 1-2 the count. And down goes Bailey.
Off-speed pitches. Stayed away from the fastball. Just took something off.
That's the third strikeout for Ron Darling. High pop fly into shallow left. Out goes Santana, but there's Mookie. And had some trouble with it. The breeze is blowing out. He just doesn't know what to do. 2-2. On the hands, a little pop fly to Ray Knight. And the Sox are rung out in the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 9 in a row. Retired by Darling. 3-0 New York. We'll be back after these messages.
Nipper gets it and goes, but puts man on second base. It all broke.
1 and 2. Off speed. Golf. Missed it. That's the second strikeout for Nipper. The other one was called. Remember when he got Carter on the breaking ball in the first inning? That he can grab it cross seams, along the seams.
He may. I don't know.
1 and 2. Knuckleball hit back to the box, and we told you he's a good fielder. That takes care of Dykstra. Good play by Al Nipper. Quick reflexes.
It's not that blatant, but it is definitely behind him.
And that's fisted into the hole and through into left field. So Backman goes 2 for 3.
Backman, one of the runners that Davy Johnson says.
Backman goes. The pitch taken for a strike, and he's stolen it.
You really felt it coming.
Yeah. And you know, Hernandez looked down to Robinson, and Robinson nodded down the line towards the plate. He's got to be busy. 3 and 2. Fastball, and it's hit to Buckner. And he's deep, but he can do it himself. So the Mets leave Backman at second base. And at the end of 4.5 innings, the Mets 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Fastball got him looking. So he was looking for the pitch that he had struck out on, the curveball, and he was left gazing at the Express.
And I'll tell you something, even if he'd have swung at that one, he wouldn't be able to do much with it. The dentist.
Howard Johnson has made 1 catch tonight. 3 and 2. And he walked him, and to walk Spike Owen hitting left-handed is almost sacrilegious.
To the line.
High fly ball into left center. Dykstra going back on the track at the padding and makes the catch. And back to first comes Spike Owen. Again, that breeze, which is blowing out towards left center. Owen at the ready to go. There he goes. Fastball hit up the middle. Base hit. And Owen is on his way to third without a play. So the walk to Spike Owen has been a big play in the inning. And with 2 down, here comes Bill Buckner. Little pop fly, and it'll be Wally Backman to put it away. And Darling has dodged a bullet in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. The Sox have left 6, and at the end of 5, 3-0 New York. 2 and 2. Little pop fly back of first. Tough play for Buckner on the bad leg, and it's going to land. And Carter's going to leg it for 2 as Evan has to throw the ball back in. And Gary's in there with a fist double to right field.
That bare hand.
High fly ball into deep right field. Evans going back on the track at the pen wall to make the catch. Tagging up is Carter and goes to third. And if Evans doesn't get there, that's in the bullpen. Fastball, whack to left. Rice handles it, and Carter is going to come anyway. The throw, he is out at the plate.
He broke back to third base, and Rice was able to play shallow and make that play. Play there because Rice can play so shallow at Shea Stadium. That's a base hit.
So the 1 fastball that Ray Knight got, he drilled it. And there's a fly ball into right center. Here comes Dykstra. He's got it. 1 down, and Don Baylor coming up.
He got him with off-speed pitches.
Backman is doing his walk behind second base. High fly ball down the left field line. Mookie in the corner. He's got it. Fine play by Mookie in the left field corner. 3-0. And he walked him. So for Darling, he's fighting himself. He has walked 4.
Improvising as always.
Getty doubled and popped up 1 for 2. Fastball hit down the left field line. That's going to be against the wall. Mookie plays the bounce into third. Goes Evans. A throw to second, and they got Gedman. And both catchers have run themselves out of an inning. Where Gedman was going, they shot him down.
The act of cheering, you saw Evans put his head down in despair.
High pop fly off third. Wade Boggs coming over in front of the Mets dugout, and that takes care of Danny Heap. Heap was left at the plate. Make one and then threw out Gedman. He's been busy. Bouncer by the mound to the left of Owen and into center field, base hit. So Mookie is 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Rafael Santana as Crawford surrenders a single. And got him looking, so Santana strikes out for the second out. Strikeout number 1 for Steve Crawford. Wilson holding at first, and Dykstra coming up. And he's gone. The pitch is a strike. Gedman's on a bounce. It hits Mookie, and it's deflected to Spike Owen, and that saves a base. Otherwise, the ball's into center field, and Mookie is at third. High fly ball into pretty deep right field. Back goes Evans on the track at the wall. Leaps. He can't get it. Home run for Dykstra. And what a picture Evans paints in right field.
He got that ball inside. He got the other one outside. He missed the strike, and he gets this one inside, and the little guy just turns on it and pumps it into the seats.
Lenny Dykstra, who inspired the Mets with
the ball, and there she goes, home run.
3-2 to Wally. Fastball hit to Marty Barrett. A little tricky hop, but he stays with it. Well, we showed you the picture of despair of Dwight Evans. What about the other side of the coin? Mr. Lenny Dykstra. 2-2. Busted bat and a fly ball down the left field line. Mookie over to make the catch, and look at the foul territory. Just about enough for a camp chair. And he walked him again. Leading 5-0. He walks Spike on. He is fit to be tied. 0-2 Wade. A lazy fly ball. He didn't get enough of it, and Strawberry is right there. That's the second out. So Boggs hit one back to the box and 3 lazy fly balls. 3-0 the count to Marty Barrett. Taken all the way, ball 4. So Darling is laboring now. And Roger McDowell, the sinker baller, will get up in the pen. If you remember, McDowell pitched 2 innings back of one of the thoughts going on. Yep, and it's popped up on the left side. Rafael Santana will put it away, and did he do a number on Buckner? The Bucks pops up, and Darling's out of the jam, and it's 5-0 New York. Line drive to right. Evans, however, has the ball hooked right to him. So Hernandez still 1-2. And he's hit another one. A towering smash. Rice never even moved.
Curveball.
And that one went over the screen. That landed on Lansdowne Street. So Gary Carter's second home run tonight, and the 3rd home run for the Mets. And it is 6-0 New York. Oh, was that big hit?
Was it Rice? It was like somebody had poured concrete and made him a statue. He never even moved. It's a breaking.
And he hits it to the hole right by a diving Marty Barrett. So Strawberry is 2 for 4 as he singles to right. And the batter is Ray Knight. And remember, the leadoff hitter Strawberry's going, and he tipped it off. The throw down, he is out. If we have a picture of him at first base, it'll be very interesting, because the scouts have always said he digs in with his left foot, and on an 0-2 pitch, dig in he did. McDowell is the pitcher. One ball hit in the air to the outfield. 5 ground balls. And there's a shot inside the line, and it's not coming out. Strawberry down to get it, and Rice on his way for 2, and he's in there with a double. The 3rd double for the Sox tonight. And he lines it right at Santana. He went down to get it, hit it hard, but lines out. So Rice holding.
And he played perfectly. Santana was protecting the hole between short and third.
Big chopper up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Rice to score. And a big chopper into right field. Evans around second, on his way to third, and the Sox try to come alive. High fly ball to right, deep enough to pick up a run. Strawberry for the catch. Scoring is Evans. Gedman holds it first, and it's 6-2 New York. 2 out in the inning, remember. And he's walked him. And make no mistake about it, the Sox are alive. We'll have a runner for Greenwell. It might be Ed Romero, who figured what would appear to be an ordinary move. A left-hand pitcher brought in to a left-hand batter. 2-0 to Boggs. He's 0 for 4 tonight. And a ground ball to short. Santana to Backman, and Orozco gets Boggs, who goes 0 for 5. And the Mets get out of the jam, but they give up 2.
And I just wonder how many people said short rest when he got off to a shaky start.
So a force play. Danny Heap grounded into a double play, flied to right, fouled out, and now pops it up into shallow left. Romero goes out, but coming in is Jim Rice. 1 away.
Danny Heap came within an eyelash of getting Joe Brinkman, the umpire, across his shins with the bat.
Mookie grounded out, flied out, and single. And hits a shot just under Stanley's glove into center field. So Mookie is 2 for 4. Remember, he stole second in the 7th inning. And with 2 out, Dykstra homered. Begins to stretch out a little bit in the Mets bullpen. And there goes Mookie on a pitch out. The throw is into center field, and this time it didn't hit Mookie, and he's over to third. Remember, the last time Gedman's throw hit him, or he would have gone to third, and this time he made it. With the count 0-2 to Rafael Santana, and a runner at third. And as a shot back to Stanley, and they got Mookie in a rundown. Stanley to Boggs. Boggs to Gedman. That takes care of Mookie, with Santana going to second.
Yeah, but they're just letting him do anything here.
3-2 the count to Wally Backman. On the hands, and a roller to the right side to Barrett, to Buckner, and they're out of the jam as Wilson was erased in a rundown. And at the end of 8 1/2, 6-2 New York. 3-2. Ground ball to shortstop. Santana over to Hernandez, 1 away. The executive producer of NBC Sports, Michael Weissman, and sending along the pictures for your enjoyment, the Rice on deck. And a shot, but it's backhanded by Hernandez, and he carries it to the bag. So Buckner hit that one right on the screws, but it's an out, and he goes 0 for 5. Along walk 6. Roger McDowell walked 1. 3-2. And he chased the sinker. Down he goes, and that's that. As Orozco strikes out Rice, and the Mets have caught the Red Sox at Fenway Park, and the series is tied 2 games apiece. There were several outstanding contributors